Yeah, I just literally popped it into it. This would be a trough at the head of a set of cluster of
What a
grasses.
fish! What a
And
fish!
this amazing head just comes up and sucks it in.
Holy
It's a great fish. That was just amazing. I actually wasn't expecting it because I did not think it was that deep of a trough.
Just needs an undercut, eh?
Subtle spot.
Just needs an undercut.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
Up
Whoa!
yeah. What a fish, eh?
Oh, what a fish!
What a start to the day.
Oh man! Look at the size of that bad boy. Awesome.
Beauty.
Gorgeous fish.
Beautiful, hey? Just a stunning.
Stunning fish.
Stunning fish, hey? Look at those pecs. Okay guys, so I just had to show you. I also had to come back and take a few more casts in case there is another fish in here. I highly doubt it will be a fish, certainly of that size within the next probably 30 yards, but you just don't know. So I had to show you in here exactly where I had been casting to, and that simply is right up off the bank over there. You know, there's a tiny little stick coming off the bank, and I landed it just to the right of it, and you can see the end of these grasses, and you know that there has to be just a bit of a trough, a bucket in there. Maybe that stick itself is causing a bit of a depression. And yeah, I mean that set of lips was just spectacular.
Hey guys, we're out here in early mid-September, and what a stunning day this is.
Beautiful day, gorgeous blue sky day, not a lot of smoke, which is so nice, and yeah, just a stunner.
So you just saw what just happened. Epic fish, and you go, wow, I'd kill for that. Well, the truth is we just got jumped, and it was the ultimate jump. We walked across the field where we had permission to have access, walking all the way around, and a couple really friendly guys just drove right up along the shoreline and said, hey Dave, hey Amelia, we know who you are. And they hopped out of their vehicle and they just started setting up, and it was like, that's where the conflict of fishing water versus sighting from banks comes to a conflict, and you have a choice. And we chose, hey, how you guys doing? By the way, there's a 2-foot brown right in front of you.
We were up high on a bank, and we were actually sighting, right? And these guys were down below, and
sight fishing is fishing, guys, just so you know. Just because we're not on the water fishing, we're actually fishing from the banks. And we had to give up probably a 24, 25-inch brown that was feeding, and it was like, oh, but you know what? You just say, hey, have at her. What's your plans for the day? And between the 4 of you, you say, we're gonna work it out. And that I can still see them fishing. They're only 200 yards downstream. We came up here and Amelia just banged that one out.
Yeah, it was like, okay, I just literally walked up to this run, guys, and honestly, not the best looking water. I knew there could be a bit of trough and depth on the far side. And so I thought, hey man, just get that beetle nice and close to the bank, just do a nice cast. And I landed it in a spot that was, you know, fairly subtle, but there was grasses, and I knew there was probably a bucket there. And sure enough, undercut, eh? Oh, with a bit of an undercut, and you know, this set of lips comes up, and I'm just like, okay, sure, I'll take that. Yeah.
But that comes back to, we were a little put off by that.
Yeah.
But that was there. This is here.
This is here.
We split because this river kind of comes around and splits. There's another channel over there. And we said, well, let's just go see if anything's happening.
Yeah.
Because we had sighted 2 down below that weren't active, and we kind of said, well, let's just go fishing. No, we got to stick to your guns. It's even us. We need a reminder.
Yeah,
stick to your guns. Because that would have been an epic eat, right?
Oh, it would have been, yeah. And instead, we both were kind of just looking and doing a bit of fishing because nothing had happened to that point. So, yeah, you got to stick to your guns sometimes, and really cool stuff.
45 years of fishing, and he's still learning. Yeah. So we're going to stick to our guns. We're going sight fishing. We're going to prospect the likely water. We're going to stick together. We're going to bang some beetles and hoppers, work some water, sight from some banks. But you know what? It's a gorgeous day.
It's a stunning day.
Let's go take it on.
The adventure awaits. So as I go up here, I'm just going to continue to work that entire trough and see, because again, you know, it doesn't look like much. I'm sure, you know, the camera, you know, picks up what it looks like, which is really kind of almost nothing water from this angle. But if you think about it, some of these will have a bit of an undercut. You get that cluster of grasses and you get a few sticks, and you know, instantly you've got a depression and you've got a bit of an undercut. And that's where a fish like that is going to be holding. And it's pretty exciting when, you know, you just get a nice cast that you lay out, and I could see my beetle clear as a bell. Thought, ooh, that's a really nice spot that I just landed it in. And next thing you know, I just see this amazing set of lips of that male brown that came up and sucked it in. So now as I come up here, I can see that some of this water is starting. There's broken rock, which again is absolutely what I want. I can see on the far side, it's kind of a lighter brown. There's no trough over there anymore. The trough was absolutely where I had been fishing. There's probably a stretch of maybe 10, 15 yards that is all trough water. And now looking back, yeah, it's just no wonder that fish would have been right in that zone. This is kind of a braid of the river through here. And we got some faster water, quite a bit of flat rock underneath it from the looks of things, but I'm still gonna fish it. Good chance that there could be, you know, possibly a 20-inch fish in here, no question, holding into one of the sort of edges of the flatter rock. Not high hopes though. You know that in faster water, this would be a gusher. And again, not a lot to hold to. Without broken rock, it's just not great water. So, you know, you do a few casts, but you carry on pretty quickly.
I'm ready.
Okay, let's hope I got the zone right. Somewhere out in here.
You see a big submerged boulder?
Yep, straight that I'm pointing at.
Okay, to the left of it's a yellow leaf.
Yep.
Okay, so come back to that boulder on the top side of it 2 feet.
Okay.
This is where he is. We need to leave that and be on his right.
That should do it.
Perfect cast. Switch. Again.
He wants to come. Oh yeah! No! Yeah, he bummer. Wow, what a take.
What a fish.
Jeepers. Well, Dave had spotted this beautiful, I'm sure it was a male just because of the fact that my fly's gone, but it spotted this beautiful big fish that had been holding off of a big kind of boulder. And you know, he was able to give me a few directions because I couldn't see the fish. He marked out a feather, then he marked out a leaf, and I got the cast and twitched it, and on that second twitch, wow, just he walloped it. And then there was a bit of a head shake right off the hop, and yeah, broke me off. Ugh. Oh well, onwards we go. Okay guys, he said he's seen a nice, looked to be 20-incher or so cruising in the shadows right across from me. So I'm gonna take a cast over in there. Oh, too far out. I gotta get closer.
And down straight.
Oh, okay. Better to know. Here we go. Right in there.
Again. You leave that, he should be around there. He was downstream. Just give it a twitch.
Yeah.
Here it comes. Twitch it.
Oh no, that I set, but that was again a.
Okay, so you want to know what happened?
What happened?
Because your cast was so long, you had a huge bow in your line.
Yeah.
And when you went to set the hook, the bow was downstream of you. He came up, ate, and turned the same direction as your bow. So when you set the hook, he pulled it straight out of his mouth.
No chance.
No chance.
Again, angles.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Yep. Makes total sense. Because that was a long drift, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Couldn't really just pick it up and cast again.
Well, that's the communication factor. I know exactly where it is. You're kind of going on a hunch.
Yep. But hey, we tried.
You got it.
Yep. I got the eat, but didn't get the hook set.
Yeah, so no, I was wrong. The fly wasn't even in the mouth when you set the hook.
Oh, wow. And that makes a ton of sense to me because, guys, I've gotten to know what kind of more of just a push. It's like a quick almost slash at the fly. I often refer to it as they're trying to kill it first before they actually eat it in a way. And yeah, it's really hard to be able to set into those fish. So yeah, that's exactly what happened. All right, guys, so we've got a bit of wind right now, and sometimes with wind, you're not getting the most amazing sighting visuals from up high. So what we decided to do in this stuff is just have me kind of work. We know that there's some good boulders out there, right where I had been casting to that one good fish. So I'm gonna just continue to work that. I know I've got to get a little further over there, but that's the zone that I want to be in, right in there. No further, okay?
Way rather you come back. See where that white leaf is?
Oh yeah, okay.
In there.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Right up in here.
And a rod length above that is a couple fish.
Okay.
Make sure you twitch as you're in there.
Yeah. Quite a bit of depth throughout that.
Yeah. So like I say, another rod and a half is definitely a couple fish.
Okay.
Here it comes.
Oh yeah, nice. Now that felt like a solid eat, guys.
That's a solid eat.
That felt like a really solid eat with a lot of head shake. Come on, come on, come on.
Remember, he took and turned right at you.
I know, so good luck. Don't know how good a hook set that is. This is where I like to try to catch up quickly. Some excess line, get that control, guys. Yeah, now I'm in a better place. And now hopefully I can end up bringing this fish over to the shallower water. So this is where I kind of like to back up a bit, guys. Again, just kind of keeping him off of that deeper water. He's gonna wanna run there anyway because they don't like to come up. And I'll let him run if he wants to. Just like that. There we go, I like that. He turned his head, better direction. Got a whole bunch of muddy water there. I should be able to slowly get him to fold this way. Yeah, this is the anxious part of fighting a good fish because you just want to see it happen. This guy has flip-flopped so much on that fly, it's just really nerve-wracking. Come on. There we go, bring him up. Bring him up, keep him up, keep him up, keep him up. And in the net, yes, yes, what a fish. Just a beauty again. Good male. That's awesome. What a stunner of a fish, guys.
Oh, sorry.
Just a beauty. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, man. What a gorgeously colored fish that was. That was just beautiful. Stunner of a male. So far I'm on a streak of males today. But yeah, that fish, man. The casting, you know, it's funny because it wasn't a fish that we could really come together well on. Dave knew that there had been a fish up there, but it was a windy bit. We were into kind of a windy patch, and it still is right now, which doesn't make sighting exactly where that fish and being able to communicate it with your partner really that easy. So you're better off just prospecting the water. But I did that, and the cool thing is though, Dave knew the general zone. So, you know, he was able to say, hey, another rod and a half above that. And I just got a nice cast. It laid out well for me. And hey, that fish just came up and really took it that time. And again, you know, when you do this enough and you fish with a certain pattern enough and you see the actual takes that these trout are doing, you know when it's a good one. And it was a good hook set. He did do a ton of head shaking during that fight, which is what had me worried, and I knew it was a good fish and wanted to land that one. So yeah, that all made me super happy. Was able to just, again, in that fight, you know, kept solid pressure. And as I knew I had a good handle on that fish, I was able to offset him. I got below it again. I was able to offset that rod and, you know, break him eventually and be able to fold him and bring him in. So yeah, just really ton of fun. What a run this is. I mean, that's, you know, I think it's three good fish that are definitely wanting that beetle pattern. So nothing special about it, guys. Just straight ahead foam with kind of a sparkly underbody and legs. And hey, I mean, I'm sure any other beetle pattern of the same size, I think that's a size 6, I want to say, so would do the trick. I think I have an idea. So Dave spotted another fish here. You want me to go for it? When you're ready. What a crazy good bank.
Yeah.
And he's still in the same zone, hasn't moved upstream. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, he's right out there. From that next floaty, a good rod length my side.
Next, this yellow leaf, a rod length?
Rod length outside of that.
Okay.
Just got the stream.
I've got an idea of where it is because Dave's given me a great perspective. I can't see the fish, but I'm gonna go for it. Are you ready?
Yeah, there's, see that white speck?
That white speck in front of me, yeah?
Yeah, the fish is 3 feet, 3 feet my side of it now.
Okay. Okay. Okay, here we go, Dave. That might do it.
Here it comes. He's following.
Yeah, I thought I saw something subsurface.
Okay, just
Eat
let
it.
Drift, then make the same cast again.
Okay. Okay, let's give this a go. One more time. Big long pause with this heavy and this hinge. Okay, it's maybe too high.
I got you.
Okay.
Perfect cast.
Okay.
That drift. Yep.
Oh yeah, yeah, felt him. Nice, 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 nice. That was right after I twitched it. My gut said it's right in there. You got to give that movement. Nice, Dave. Yeah, man. Always listen to your gut, guys, man. You know the spot and you know where you sometimes, whoa, there he goes. Screaming downstream. Hot fish. Thanks, Dave. Thanks so much for the spot. That was excellent. Yeah, man, crazy. I want to know which one he took. That's cool. Can just surf him into the net here. Oh, no, no, he's gonna get off. Come on, up you come. Yeah, nice, nice, nice. Just a nice chunker and well spotted, heavily spotted brownie. So guys, the sequence of things there that happened is that I started out with that beetle pattern, and that fish just wasn't gonna take that, wasn't gonna look at it. And so I ended up putting, because it was quite deep and Dave could see it and we knew the zone, and I ended up putting a 2-foot dropper of 4X down to just a large pheasant tail pattern that we have. And I tried that at first, and you know, not so interested in that either, you know. And then I decided, okay, let's go another foot of tippet from that large pheasant tail down, again 4X as well, down to just a smaller little green-bodied mayfly, caddisfly. It really could be anything. Tungsten bead-headed nymph that I've tied before. And it's smaller, quite a bit smaller. It's about a size 14, I'd say. And I got a cast through there, good cast in the zone. And the neat thing with all that, though, is that there was no take initially on that smaller fly, but right as it got to the zone that Dave had specifically told me that fish was holding in, I just gave it a little bit of a wiggle. And obviously, because you know, you want to kind of swim those large pheasant tail. It's representing a minnow, it's representing fry. I gave it a bit of a swim, which is just a little pull through the water, and then that fish just came and ate it. So yeah, and that's the thing. Dave's up on the high bank, and what he was doing is he was able to call on the take based on the fish behavior that he saw, based on seeing that fish charge. And that's how we were able to come together on it, is, you know, he could see that fish. I couldn't see it. I knew the general zone. But the whole point was that he could call, and I knew in my gut, okay, here's the time to actually put a bit of movement, and then he could make the call, yeah, got it. And of course I felt it pretty much at the same time. So really neat when you can come together again like that. And you know, because where I am, if you look out here, you really don't see much. You know, you can pick off the odd boulder, and that's what I was playing on, is where the rocks were. But it's deep enough water that, you know, you just can't see in there yourself. So having a spotter up high to actually pick off where the fish are is a huge help. And what a run. I just feel so lucky. I had probably, you know, one of the best runs in the day, because how many of these do you come across? But I sure hope I can go and spot a fish for Dave now.
As we walked upstream, I continued to prospect. This river showed its bones and its weakness at holding trout. The dam 40 kilometers upstream keeps summer flows at skeletal minimums and eliminates so much of the structure from fish habitat. Hard rock shelf with no edges, long shallow glides with no escape cover, fast riffles with no current breaks, all conspire to simply not allow browns to hold. The dead standing water warms and dissolved oxygen gets so low. I walked nearly 3 kilometers before finally coming upon the next fish habitat. Reading water like this river becomes patently obvious. Okay, let's have another go at this. And as always, once you catch a fish, you just don't know. Could drop out, could come up, could drop out. In the time it takes you to fight a fish and land a fish and play nice, you don't know when the next one's gonna restation. Is there anybody just above me? That's the question I have. Did anybody move into here? How about up this little nothing seam here? Oh, there's a fish. Was that a fish? I thought I saw one here. I must have been seeing things. Right? Am I seeing things? I must be seeing things. I thought I saw a fish up there. I really did. I must have been seeing things. I thought I saw a fish drop right in here. I'm seeing things now. Oh, what was that? That was a fish. Yes, it was a fish. Jesus. There we go. I saw that one drop out from the shoreline and I lost sight of it. And then I saw a smudge downstream below me. I was like, I was just lifting to cast and it was like he was coming up. And I missed him, of course. But then I popped it right back into him. And yeah, this guy was all over the place. Wow. This is a cluster. This is a cluster. Oh my goodness. Wow. You can't make this up. No, you can't. There's always a story. And this run is really a story. So that one, contestant number 1, 2, 3, 4 on this, while you were coming around, what you didn't get to see was just ahead of this log here.
Yeah.
There's a seam, right?
Oh,
Just
yeah.
right off the left side of it. And I was over here and I was just in the midst of casting and I saw a shape up there and I cast at it and I smacked and the fish came down and right past me. I was like, well, where'd the fish go?
Jeez.
Well, then I took another cast, 2 casts, maybe 2 or 3 casts right out here.
Yep.
And on the flat here, and nothing. And I thought, well, where'd the fish go? And that's where I saw a dark, I realized it was just out in front of me, and it came out again. It came out just outside of my rod tip on my drift, and I was just lifting to cast, and the fish was coming up, and I was like, oh no. And I pulled it away from the fish, but I was like, well, he's right there. So once again, you know, I almost missed another fish in the downstream eat that I couldn't see, but he was active doing everything crazy.
Yep.
So, and then they come down here and I drop it, pull it out of it because I didn't know he was there coming. I was like, okay, so he's there, smack it right in his face, up. And I always like the upstream takes, and I'll do whatever it takes to move the fish all over the river so I can get that upstream take. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna fish this. Just gonna work my way through this stuff. Whether, you know, this is not gonna be an easy run to fish. Jeez, this is a run you'd expect a true 24, 28 inch fish could easily just be nosed in up here. Relying on the lateral line inquisitiveness. There he is. Yeah. Lateral line inquisitiveness. Awesome. And I'm standing in the stagnant water, folks. So that's the view you're gonna get of that fish. That's it. Okay. That was a 1.5 seconds. Come on, bud. Thank you. Wicked. You gotta figure a hatch here would be amazing though. Yes. There he is. There he went. Yeah. He ain't coming back, is he? Just saw the head. Another sipping rise. He just appeared and I think it was a male and it just kind of popped. What are you gonna do? But I mean, there had to be a fish or two around here. There he is.
Yep.
That's a downstream eater.
Yep.
Big male.
Beauty.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good fish.
Way too good of water.
Yeah, I kind of outcast what I wanted to work, but I worked what I wanted to work, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Could be the same fish too. You never know. Come on. Come this way. Come this way. Come on. That's a gorgeous fish. He looks almost identical to the fish that I just missed 10 yards up. There we go, Dave. Keep his head up. If you keep his head up, you kind of got it. Oh, that's a gorgeous fish. That's a gorgeous fish. There we go. Wicked. Look at the colors on that guy. Woo! Look at that. Backlit fin is stunning.
I see that. Yeah.
Stunning fish.
Beauty.
We need your help. In watching this video, you've enjoyed our free sharing of knowledge and experience as we film for you. The full version of this video is an hour long and contains heaps of tips and tactics and shares our full considerations as to why we're doing what when. The full version is available through our membership page through Patreon, a site dedicated for our audience and viewers like you to support independent creators like us. Please visit our website at jensenflyfishing.com for more information to sign up to support us and get the full versions of our feature videos, as well as bonus content, fly fishing short courses, and our Fly Fishing Trout Streams Master Course. We appreciate you supporting what we do.